What's up, ladies and gents? This is Romeo Shan, and we are back. Ooh, sorry, that was a bit of a loud intro. I'm back with another episode of Romeo Plays a Titan Quest. We are going to continue our quest, our Titan Quest. Sorry, that was really bad, wasn't it? That was a really bad joke. So we are going to get back to our questing. Last time we were in the farmlands of this village, clearing out some beastmen and taking down a beastman shaman. Unfortunately, I realized too late that there were shrines there that I could use to heal myself and buff myself, so I ended up using all my health potions instead. So suffice to say, I messed up quite a bit.
The waters within these fountains are blessed by the gods. They say when you touch the water, your soul drinks from it. Should you suffer the dark fate in battle, your body will return to the fountain and you may live to fight again.
Okay, I've already gone through this dialogue, but I can see that the quests progress, so it's not like I missed out on something. Let's see, I need to sell some items.
Oh, Muse, inspire me to speak of the mightiest hero ever known, son of Zeus, a god, and of a mortal woman, the man named Heracles. Hated by the goddess Hera and beloved of Zeus, mighty-handed Heracles battled monsters great and fearsome. The Nemean lion he slew, and the Hydra many-headed, the Erymanthian boar, and thunderous giants. 12 tasks of legend did he perform. Heracles rose above the realm of mortals. Once, it is told he took the place of Atlas, who holds the world aloft. Heracles. Yes, Heracles bore the world itself upon his shoulders. And now, where is a hero half as great as he?
Well, you're looking right at him. Sorry, that was a bit of a jerk comment there. But it's always interesting. We've always known Hercules, that's what we call him. But it's actually Heracles, and I think that's something we should probably have fixed in our language by now, but we're just so used to it. I think I blame America, really. When I was a kid, I used to watch the Hercules TV show with, I believe it was Kevin Sorbo. I can't remember what the name was. Really cool guy.
You defeated the powerful shaman? Astounding! Your victory today is great, but I fear there will be more monsters tomorrow. At least there is enough of the harvest left to feed us all. Take this gold. I know it's not much. Please seek out the Spartan general Leonidas. Petition him on my behalf. Ask him to send a few of his warriors to protect us, and quickly, before we are again overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, he said. Okay, XP there.
You have saved our farms and our livelihoods. For this, we thank you.
If you're going out there, don't go unprepared. It is not safe. Buy what you need here.
Okay, let's sell the armor. What if I just sell all items and just buy them depending on my level? That could be a very interesting change to what I usually do. Okay, health, energy, and strength. And dexterity increases my ability to offensive ability. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Physical damage, offensive ability. I hate descriptions like that in games. Let's see if there's any items here I want to keep. I think I'll keep the spear, I guess. Oh, but then again, 35. I've already met the requirements for this, so I'll sell off this. Can I sell this? Oh, I can. Right click, it seems. Right click, right click, right click. He's gonna go right click mad, this one. Defensive ability 10. Sash. Okay, that's some clothes. Yes. What's better, this or this? I think I'll stick with this simple sash of ability. Much more better stats there. Okay, this one I cannot hit that anytime soon. level 3. I've got the requirements for this, so I'll keep this. I've got 2 bows there, and I cannot wield any of them, so I think I'll just sell them away. What else? Okay, sell this. Don't want to sell that. Okay, how much are these items anyway? How expensive is it to buy items? So if I went for, I would really like a sword, but there's no sword there. Oh wait, I'm looking at ranged weapons, it seems. Sword. So cost is 543 gold. So I guess it is quite expensive. Let's just farm for a while. Like I promised the last time, I was supposed to look in more detail about leveling up, but it seems I forgot. No surprise there. That's the story of my life. Oh, I see some yellow overheads for these guys. Let's see what they have to say. Let's talk to this.
I want you to know you saved our lives. All the crops were not ruined. We will not starve through the winter.
It's always good to be the cool guy.
These shrines are ancient, as old as humankind, some say. They say Prometheus, who brought us fire, built these too. And in ancient times, men traveled by them.
Okay, I'm not sure. Some of these seems to be repeating, I think, more instructional types. Look out.
You have our thanks. May Hermes lead you safe to Sparta.
So I'm headed to Sparta, it seems. That is my goal. If I'm correct, I don't think I've explored all of the farms. So let's check it out. Let's see what happens. So let me just check. If I press map, I've been there up to this. Well, actually, have I spoken to the thoughtful peasant? Let's see if I've spoken to that person. Maybe there was a quest related to it which I didn't pick up. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's another thing I need to learn not to do. I shouldn't be walking into an ambush. Okay, he's dead. I'm also having some tea right now, so you're gonna hear some strange swallowing sounds. It's really hot in my room right now as well, because I'm drinking tea and my room is really stuffy anyway. It's been a pretty good day. I went to the beach today. It was quite interesting. I've never been to the beach. Well, never been. I haven't been to the beach in years now. There were too many people there though. Too many people. I would love to just have an opportunity to be on a beach where there's hardly anybody, you know, just have some peace and quiet. There were people actually sleeping on the beach, and I've never understood that. I would not really sleep while the sun's shining on me. I can see why some people would fall asleep, but some people literally go to sleep, and it's like, I wouldn't do that. Why would you do that? You must have something mentally wrong with you to do that.
At harvest time, the whole village sets to work in the fields. The crops must be gathered and properly stored. We make an offering to Demeter, goddess of bounty.
Okay. I guess that was no good. $30 gold though, that's pretty good. Good thing I decided to have a quick gander through these woods again. I have a feeling I might have explored the bits I was supposed to explore. There's still quite a lot of beastmen around here though, so obviously I haven't made a impactful difference to the farmlands. I would have expected that the enemies are limited in this game, you know, they don't respawn with load games, that you actually clear maps, but seems I was wrong. Either that or I just didn't kill all of them in the first place, which is a possibility. Alright, I think I could do with a little bit of rest now.
You have no more room.
No more room. Okay, I am screwed, I guess. Oh wait, health potions. 3 health potions again. That's fantastic. Okay, where did I find the big boss? Dark Satyr Shaman. Oh, so it seems you can farm the game. You can go back and you can kill the enemies you've already killed. Oh, what? Really? That doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm sure I killed the shaman. I don't know. What's your view on that, guys? On the bright side, I'm getting a lot of XP. Now, the shaman was here, and there should be a shrine there. So there's shrine of healing. Okay, and then there's a shrine of regeneration, which I'm guessing regenerates my health as really fast. Okay, probably not a good idea. It didn't work as well as I thought it would. I think I'm gonna run, save my life. Too many people around me. Okay. Oh shoot, they're coming after me. I'm sure I killed them already. Okay, it seems I could go and redo the quest. Also, I'm too close to the mic, I think, sorry. Okay, so I was saying, it seems I can redo the quest, which is awesome, I suppose. But I don't really want to do that. I just want to continue with the game. So I think I'm going to go back. Let's see. What's L? No, that's L's portal. So that's not... Maybe J tells me my quests, right? J? Or Q? It's Q. Okay. Find the Great Spartan Gem. Side quest is empty. Main quest. Okay. Okay, so I've done this. I need to go to number 2 now.
Thank you.
I need to go to Sparta. It's done. Okay, this quest is done. Sorry about wasting your time, guys. On the bright side, I've got some loot now, so I got some money I can use. Okay, this one is better than the one I've got. It is actually the same, so I'm just going to sell this away. Sell this. Sell this. Sell. Ooh, a mace. Should I keep this mace or not? Slow. Nah. If I get to... don't have the stats for it. Okay, one thing I'll have to try doing in this game is not hoarding items. That is a problem with me in some games. In MMOs especially. Hoarding all these items that I don't know what I'm doing with them. They might be needed, they might not. Ooh, what's this?
We were leading our flocks home when a pack of satyrs attacked. By the gods, they grabbed Tellus and dragged him into a roadside cave. The roads aren't safe. Nowhere is safe anymore.
So I need to find his friend who is stuck in a cave somewhere. Typical, right? Actually, should I stick to the road? I like the crits I'm getting in. One hit kills on some of these enemies. That's always good. Ooh, leveled up again. Nice work, Rom. Sorry, it's a bit of jerkish move, isn't it? Congratulating yourself. Okay, wear this. Use this instead. Ooh, and a lightning resistant ring. Look at him. Not too shabby. Unfortunately, not as edgelordy as I would have liked it. I think if you've seen my characters in other games I play, they're usually quite edgelordish. Now, I don't actually have to kill the boars now, it seems. But I also want to level up, so... and explore the map. Of course, that is the addictiveness of action RPGs, when you have to go and explore the map quite a bit, clear the map. Okay. I'm sure I've just dropped something that I need. Torch. No, I don't need the torch. No, it's just the animation. The animation is that they drop something. Alright. Fortune favors the brave, guys. Alrighty then. What kind of build should I make? I'm not quite sure. I think in action RPGs I would like to play some kind of sorry, I'm gonna say this wrong because my W's and V's are really bad. So vampiric warrior. This is my strange little accent. It's not just my accent actually. When I was a kid I started talking really late for my age, and I think it has had quite an effect on how I'm able to speak. Because to be honest, when I think about it, I think I've spoken, I spent most of my life in talking English than I have in Urdu, which is my native tongue in terms of, you know, my ethnicity or where I come from. That is the land of Pakistan. But I wasn't really in Pakistan for quite some time, and that's not the, definitely not something that I can I'm properly used to. I remember I've been told that when I was a kid and I went to school, I was talking in English, and I said some things to a teacher, and my teacher, it's quite funny. So, yeah. I do appreciate the time I had in Pakistan after I left. I think there's a lot of life lessons I learned as a kid there. I know people here. It's strange compared to England. People in Pakistan, I think kids are allowed to be kids, but at the same time kids are also exposed to a lot of things that we don't expose kids to here. For example, you know, one example is taking kids to a funeral, you know, letting them see a dead body. It's not something you'd usually do in England, but in Pakistan it's not taboo, and I think that's very interesting. Obviously that gives them a life lesson on death and how it's just something very natural, and I think one huge issue I found here is that people have difficulty dealing with death. They have difficulty with a lot of people develop depression after they lose a loved one. Obviously I'm not saying that if they were exposed to death they would be less likely to you know, feel sad about something, but I think it's easier for them to recuperate from, I suppose, what you can call a traumatic experience. I think that's strangely enough, you know, I know it's strange. In terms of, obviously, when I said they allow in Pakistan, they allow you to be kids. I've noticed here the culture is it's very annoying. I find it quite annoying that everybody is, you know, trying to be, I suppose kids are always trying to act adult, that's just natural, but then we as a society start to treat them like they're adults instead of as their kids, and I think that affects the development of children in a negative way. That's why I think we have so many that's why, to be honest, I don't think kids in this country are very wise in a lot of things. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. Do leave in the comments what you think about that. If you have your own idea about what I have been discussing, it's all up to you. Okay, so what's this? I've just got something called a monster charm. If I get 5 of these charms, I can upgrade an armor, I guess. Interesting. Actually, I think I can use it now, but I think it's better if I use all 5 of them. Because I don't think that means it's a limit. I think that means once it's 5, maybe it becomes an upgraded version of it. So, but it's boar hide, which means I could farm boars to collect them. Which means that is why the game allows you to farm. That now it all makes sense. It's quite interesting. I'm gonna wear this hat because it's called strength on it. So get some of that in. What's this? Club. Yeah, I want to just push out some more damage. My character just looks silly now. I suppose maybe back in the day that this didn't look silly. It was the armor of a warrior, if you will. Very different to what we have now. One hit kills, man. One hit kills. I spoke too soon. I jinxed it. Okay, this is the time when it says
you can't carry anymore. Your inventory is full. You can't hold anymore.
Not enough space. Yeah, let's just leave it. That's fine. Let's just clear out the area a little bit. I think there should be a system where if you play with lower level armor, your character actually is able to, how do I say this? I think there should be a system in games where if you play with lower level armor, you get more XP. Obviously, it's so you can have a higher level, but higher experience with a limiter, of course, some kind of limit to it. Obviously, okay, so that's the cave. I think that's where the dude's friend has been dragged. I think I might just go and make some space. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to Helios, and then hopefully I can travel back to my custom-made portal after I have sold these items.
So, what suits your fancy?
Sell. 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 Stuff. Sell. I think I'll have to make sure I have some more of a pure class in this game. Yeah, just keep what I've got. Alright, 7,000 something though. I don't think it's too bad. I'm almost tempted to buy armor of this guy now. Could be a worthy investment. For example, this costs 588. But you see, I'm also a very cheap guy. I try to get armor that I find on the floor or something, as opposed to, Okay. No, it can be expensive.
See you again,
the best item there is 3,400. So I'd rather not. Let's just do some farming. Okay, I think that's my custom portal. Time to head into the cave and rescue a friend. Oh, that's nice. So there wasn't a loading in it. It's just streamed into the cave. Oh, wait. No. Oh, that's not good. Just had that streaming lag there. Not good at all. Okay, what happens if I press Alt? Okay, crude buckler. Leave it. Okay, let's see. One thing I am very glad about right now is I cannot check all these baskets around the place. I know that usually in games that's how I would make my fortune, but I've been playing a lot of games lately where you search for items, and I don't think I have the patience for it right now. As you can see, I'm just flying through the games. I think there's gonna come a point where I'm literally like don't have any item that's gonna help me. No, wait, how do I describe it? I'm sure there's gonna come a point in the game where I realize I don't have enough money, and then I'll find myself forced to farm in some way. But I think it should be fine for now. Maybe I'll wait for yellow items to drop. This is the riskiest thing I've ever done in action RPG. Usually I'm just doing like 100 trips back to town to sell any items I find. But instead in this game I'm going to aim to get items which are better quality or something. Okay, so I attracted this one guy. I hope he sees me. Yes, he did. Oh shoot, I've just attracted 2 people, which is not good. Okay, maybe I'll use this potion and then attack him. Oh wait, I already killed one of them. I should have just kept attacking without using the potion. 1 hit kill. Wow. Okay, I think I messed up a little bit there. I could have saved that health potion. Okay, draining Sudis. Okay, drains energy. I was getting excited because, as I was saying, I like to make a warrior with vampiric abilities, which is not the case here. Okay, plus I remember I haven't seen the skill trees yet, so forgive me guys for not going into too much detail about them. Band of agility, yes, yes, yes. 131 money. Wait, where's this band of agility? Sorry, I didn't want to swear. So
a human face. Good fortune finds me even in the darkest places of Greece. I believed I was counting my final hours.
thank God for not too long dialogue. I would say one thing. I really hope that when THQ makes a sequel to this game, it's going to be somewhat like Titan Quest, just very simple. I know there's a lot of critics who would go like stark raving mad about that. The game's too simplistic. I think sometimes you just, if a game has a certain fan base, sometimes when they want to see a sequel, they just want to see it on a bigger scale, with some more stuff to do, sure, but they want to keep the core mechanics. As you can see, I was playing Darksiders recently, and Darksiders 3, I really couldn't be bothered. I got tired of it. Darksiders 1 and 2, 1 is amazing. Darksiders 2 was actually a very fantastic game. I really liked Darksiders 2. I did feel it was a bit too long. I think I preferred the first game's length. There was a beginning and the end, and the second one. I heard some complaints that the game felt unfinished. Now the problem is I did play the definitive edition of Darksiders 2, so unfortunately I cannot be a good judge on that, because I'm guessing they would have fixed any issues before that version came out. But I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I actually enjoyed Death's story arc, I know it sounds really strange and weird nowadays. Stories about brotherhoods, nowadays, I don't know, people want to just, everything needs to have some kind of strange political angle nowadays, I'm sure some social justice warriors would have liked to see death as somebody who was, I don't know, sexually attractive to war, as opposed to, an old school story of brotherhood, akin to Lord of the Rings, for example. But I think those stories are much more meaningful, because there's something about brotherhood, like Ninja Turtles and Darksiders. There's a lack of selfishness in it. I think if there's a romantic or sexual angle to stories, I personally think that then the character is acting in some kind of self-centered way. They're, you know, trying to rescue something that gives them some kind of physical pleasure. But brotherhood is sort of a concept that's very strange to...
Thank you. I was in a bit of a scrape there, I'll admit. Thank the god Hermes you came along.
So brotherhood is just this, you know, strange concept. You can't describe it. I did... when I was talking about coming to the United Kingdom from Pakistan, one of the things I did find was, I think in this society there's too much of an focus on Freudian theory. You know, everything is somehow related to sex, you know. So I remember as a kid, obviously nowadays you get in real trouble for doing something like this, but you know, if you went and hugged a guy, you know, it would be fine in school, and maybe primary school is still okay in most places. But you know, in Pakistan it would be okay to go hug your homie, you know, in GCSE level. But you know, when I came to the UK, you know, it was gay to do that. So I think, you know, I think that's a concept that we need more of in society right now. I can't believe I'm discussing this in so much detail now. We started off talking. I even forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about Darksiders, and I thought Darksiders 3 went a bit too much away from what Darksiders was about. Darksiders 1 was great. Darksiders 2 was a bit too long, but at the same time there came a point where I did appreciate that it was Darksiders. It was still pretty much, you know, a good sequel because it was at a bigger, better scale. Platforming in it was fantastic. I have to say, they outdid Darksiders 1 in terms of platforming and, you know, puzzle solving. It's just like the way they made the characters so fluid. You know, it's so much fun. Jumping. You know, I don't think there's many games where I've enjoyed. Okay, sorry, I was about to die, but I survived. There's a few special birds. Whew, nearly died. Ooh, and I got a monster charm, so that's always good. But Darksiders 3 was like, I'm not even sure what those people were smoking when they make Darksiders 3. Absolutely bored in that game. Of course, if you enjoyed it, then, you know, that's up to you. I don't want to judge anybody who enjoyed the game, but that was just my view on the thing. Okay, there's a strength. I'd rather replace the lightning ring with strength, to be honest. Okay, there you go. M side to the B side. I wonder if I can get a reward for going back and rescuing maybe that guy who asked me to save his friend. Is outside the city gates right now. And we could do that as a last thing. I'm hoping there is a outpost that's on its way now. And thank God, there it is. Ooh, what's this? Just kill these guys. It's like a linear pathway. Okay. So it seems that the birds have really fast attack speed because they're doing tons of damage in between my swings. So that's something I'll have to work on. Rebirth fountain, obviously, if I die. I wonder what the penalties are for rebirth. I haven't really seen them. What's this? Need a traveler. Is there an outpost here? There is no outpost here. I think I messed up. I think I'll have to use a portal, it seems, to get out of this situation. Abandoned graveyard there. I doubt it. An abandoned graveyard is a viable outpost for NPCs. Ooh, I thought that was gonna be degenerative ability. You know what? So should I take the quest first?
Traveler, please, you must assist me. A strange illness afflicts many in my town of Tajia, and I was sent to retrieve medicines. I have them in my cart. But now the pass ahead is held by satyrs, led by one of their fierce champions.
Okay, so I have to kill a satyrs champion. I have to say, when that guy started speaking, I thought he was Chinese, but he wasn't, so... okay, let's portal back to Helios. Some breath. Let's see if that person is still in the gates somewhere. There is a Pegasus for the loading symbol there, so I wonder, really wonder, if I might get a Pegasus mount in this game. I think that might be too much to ask. Okay, I really want some edgelord armor though. Okay, what's this guy?
Tellus, still alive? I can hardly believe my ears. I had given up. Thank you, warrior. Thank you.
You are welcome. Tellus is alive. So I think this looks like a good place to end my game. Let's just speak to this lady. Maybe she's gonna say something different this time though. Okay, she didn't speak at all. Click didn't register.
I will make an offering to the gods and ask them to smile on your fortunes.
Ooh. You know what? You know, this is strange. I want to see a game where an NPC tells you that, oh my god, I'm going to be praying that God gives you strength for your further battles because you saved my child or something. And then suddenly, after a while, for some random odd reason, I see that my strength stat has gone up by 1 or 2. Because her prayer was answered. You know, that will be a very interesting mechanic in a game. Really push the boundary of being heroic.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Okay, nothing special there. You are welcome. And I think he's just going to describe what
the waters within these fountains are blessed by
Anyway guys, so thanks for joining me on this episode of Romeo Plays Titan Quest, and see you next time, and hopefully we'll have a chat about some really random stuff then. See you later, bye.